she was like, okay, we're going through this again. But she started to see some of the positive changes. And when the popping of credit, I don't know if I can throw that on there, but the popping of credit was just amazingly fast. And I'm searching for a word that is going to properly describe what it was like to when you get those first American Express cards. Oh my God. My wife was like, did somebody make a mistake? Did this actually happen? We were both a little floored when we saw them based on all the things that we had gone through. But it was exciting. It was nice. It was good to experience, I guess, the return on investment and the investment of self, the investment of knowing that this is really paying off. And it just teaches you patience. And I can't say enough. And that's the only word that I can use to describe the feeling of once you start to see it rolling in, once you start to see and understand how things actually work, how this program will change your life if you're just patient with yourself.
So basic thing in the beginning for me is always, okay, what have you done in the past kind of thing? In the past, you had a corporation, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you spent a lot of money for the corporation. And what did you learn?
Headache, heartache, and disappointment. That's the only I can say, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Like you've watched me through workshops and one-on-ones, is I believe people get corporations, don't know what they're doing, they overpay for it, which are all free in all 50 states. They pay a filing fee, and I call it they didn't learn diddly squat. Is that a fair statement for you?
Okay. That is a very fair statement. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
So you've learned what from me so far about corporations and stuff?
Oh my God, where do I start? To be honest with you, you have provided so much positive information about what's there, what are the things that are available to you once you start to understand how this program will change your life. I mean, I can't say enough about this. The things that I've gone through are more self-reflective than anything else, but with your guidance, it has actually shown how to manage money, how to take charge of your credit history, how to build your credit, how to build your corporations. And because of what I have learned with you and from you, it's amazing. That's the only word I can use. The depth of knowledge on how to build your corporation, how to maintain your corporation, how to keep it functioning and rolling while building personal credit. I think the biggest word that I would use with all of this is going to be patience with yourself and learning to understand what it takes to make it happen. As you say, not bringing the pain home, that is a true lesson, because once you understand how this program actually makes you take control of your credit, your money, your finances, it's going to teach you patience. I mean, this has just been life-changing, and that's not an understatement. That is that's what I feel, because it's teaching you how to manage and control your finances. And it's been amazing. It's been a journey so far. It's been good. A little exciting, a little nerve-wracking, but it's been a good journey. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Question: how accessible am I to you?
Very, very much so. I've had just opportunities to call in and to speak with the staff, to speak with Santos, Brandy, B, just you, and listening to the information that you put out. It's there. I mean, your accessibility is really good. I had no problems, no complaints.
Well, because the biggest thing for me is I hear from a lot of people calling in the office and things. When they buy something from someone else, the person they're buying from is never the one helping them. Have you experienced that in the past as well?
Oh my gosh. On a scale from 1 to 10, probably 1. That was when I first started learning how to navigate, how to speak with people, but I generally get most of my questions answered with no problem as far as accessibility to you, to staff, no problems.
So me being online 6 days a week live, you can pop in any class or anything, ask questions, and accessible, so you never really get stuck.
That is so true. That is so true. Your classes have been those golden nugget moments that made me, personally, I can only speak for myself, but have made me kind of realize that, wow, you got to tune in tomorrow. You gotta get the next one. You got to get the next one. Definitely.
One of the things I notice about men and women, a lot of men have tried many things, and I can only speak as a man. All right. They try a lot of things, and the woman sometimes is not as positive, all right, and a little doubtful because of the experience he's went through. Okay. Can you guys relate to that a little bit?
In the beginning of this financial freedom search, and we're talking since the age of like 25, and currently right now, I'm sitting at 20-ish and holding. The reality was that I had looked at so many different things and trying to get into different things. My wife has been so supportive through that process, but through the going through it, the one thing that I found was I am kicking myself in the ass for not finding your program, for not finding you sooner in this journey of financial freedom. The stuff I went through wasn't good because it caused a lot of heartache and issue. And when you say never bring the pain home, this program is that. Once you start going through it and understand it, you will never bring the pain home. And that is a lesson. Yeah, definitely. That is a lesson.
The reason I kind of bring that up is a husband and wife situation. 70-80% of our clients are married, and I see that experience a lot. It seems to be once they get into my program, it's like on the sideline, the spouse, partner, usually woman, wife, all right, is watching, and she gets more positive. She sees the world changing, and it's like this time she knows it's going to work. Compared to other times, it was a little doubtful.
Yes, very much so. And again, at the beginning with this program, she was like, okay, we're going through this again, But she started to see some of the positive changes, and when the popping of credit, I don't know if I can throw that on there, but the popping of credit was just amazingly fast. And I'm searching for a word that is going to properly describe what it was like when you get those first American Express cards. Oh my God. My wife was like, did somebody make a mistake? Did this actually happen? We were both a little floored when we saw them based on all the things that we had gone through. But it was exciting. It was nice. It was good to experience, I guess, the return on investment and the investment of self, the investment of knowing that this is really paying off. And it just teaches you patience. I can't say enough. And that's the only word that I can use to describe the feeling of once you start to see it rolling in, once you start to see and understand how things actually work, how this program will change your life if you're just patient with yourself.
Yeah. Well, I always bring that up because I deal with a lot of couples building their life. They've been through all kinds of crazy stuff. It didn't work. Right. People let them down. Friends, family sometimes rip them off. They go through the bouncing ball, and all of a sudden, what does it make Ray Reynolds any different? The 6 days a week, the knowledge, the information, and all of a sudden they start seeing things, like you said, the American Express cards, and learning about the rules and tools of the 25% rule on other cards, and they don't fluctuate. These rules are important because it changes lives. We get to the point now we can see the future isn't going to be like it's been in the past. And when the husband and wife are on the same page, it's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a life changer. Again, the biggest thing is patience with yourself. The rules and tools that you put out 6 days a week, the golden nuggets that you drop are amazing, because you'll listen to it and you'll go, that's what he meant. Okay, now it makes sense. Holy crap, it makes sense. Wow. So when it clicks in such a major way that you're going to say, honey, dear heart. I call my wife dear heart, but it's it clicks in such a major way that you just are. It's life changing. It's like, wow, it works. It works. It's that being patient.
Well,
That's the thing.
to me, that's phenomenal to always hear, because I hear the other half with other clients. They went through
Mm,
so many things, they're so confused, wrong corporations, wrong structure, and it's like I'm rebuilding them because they're in a mess. And when we get through that process and
right.
we're seeing that future of auto income, the way we can invest, we get auto make money coming in, we can take care of the family, we actually get to do what we've been wanting to do all our lives.
Yes. The one thing that I have to say, this is something I'm going to throw out there. It's like when it does click, it makes so much sense, and when the understanding of how to make it happen clicks, it's amazing. Um, I'm not saying the ups and downs that you go through are personal experiences, personal changes that you realize that, okay, this will work if I do this. This works when you do that. And we go through a lot, as you've noticed, or as you've seen on my analyzations. Uh, but that process definitely does build you and change you for the better. When you say fight through the pain, never bring the pain home, that is one of those things that will definitely, uh, you're either going to stay in it or you're going to jump out. And the only thing I can say is I feel comfortable enough to know that continuing with this program, to have the understanding that I do have now, this is going to build and make life-changing income, uh, safety, freedom, the ability to say, okay, dear heart, what do you want to do with this? What would you like to do with this? Like us building our nonprofit, me doing and trying to get certain things in order. Those are things that I look at that have been a patience builder and an event. And it's the only, it's a good thing. I don't know if this is coming across correctly, but the things that you go through in this program are worth it. And I cannot say enough about it. The only thing that I would say is Brandy Santos and you guys are amazing. And I truly wish I would have found your program, your insight years ago, instead of where I'm at now, age wise, and just trying to get things going. But it's you have truly provided some life changing opportunities for my wife and I do this for her to make sure she's okay. So anybody that's getting in this, you know, do it. You better do it now. It's good. It's good. So
Well, I appreciate your time today. All right.
yes, sir.
Say, and I just want to help people, and that's my goal.
Yep, you are definitely doing it, sir. You are definitely doing it, and I thank you for that 6 days a week. I really do.
Today we're doing some testimonials. And you know what the hardest thing is hearing people tell you that you did good. All my life I got my ass kicked. Getting to million to billion is not easy. There are a lot of shitty people in this world. They tear you down. And you got to go through that same thing too. So when someone says nice things and I'm trying to ask some questions, it touches the heart. Because what we got to do is realize one thing. I want to change the world. Maybe you can understand that today.